Hi, and welcome to ICYMI Gaming News. Today is Labor Day, and we're driving because we went to Roswell, New Mexico, where I used to live. We had a cool road trip. We're in Texas right now, and just heading home. Butts
are for pooping.
Butts are for pooping. Even though I'm driving, and even though we're driving home, I still feel obligated to talk about the gaming news of this past week, which I think was like the 28th to the 2nd, or the 3rd, I don't know, something like that, 2nd. So, let's talk about the gaming news this past week. How about that? So let's start us off. What's that?
I gave you a thumbs up.
Oh, thank you. So start me off. What are we talking about first?
Shadow of War, Dead Dude.
Oh my gosh. So, I've already harped on Shadow of War quite a bit. And you'll have to forgive the road right now because it is kind of, well, it's Texas, so, you know, crappy road. But Shadow of War, part of the developer team, one of the guys passed away. His name is Michael Forgey, I think. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but he passed away, which is sad, and naturally, people are, it is upsetting because he passed away, but not to be, missing out on a business opportunity. Warner Brothers decided that they needed to capitalize. They made a DLC in honor of him, where you can buy an Orc Slayer, and I don't remember the Orc Slayer's name, but they're so kind. $3.50 of every purchase of that DLC goes to the family, but only if you live in certain places, only before a certain date. It's like December 2019, so after that date, all the money goes to Warner Brothers. If you live in another region that's not part of the charity, then the money just goes to Warner Brothers, which is just, that's kind of heinous, honestly. I think that's wrong. You can buy a character, and maybe some of the money would go to that family.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising 4 is coming to the PS4, which is great, I guess. Did people like that? I don't know. I liked Dead Rising 3 and the first one. So I guess if you're looking forward to playing Dead Rising 4 and you don't have a PC or an Xbox One, you can play it in December. It'll only be $50 and it'll include all the DLC, and then you can dress up as Mega Man too, apparently. I don't know, for as often as I heard people on PlayStation bash the game because it was on Xbox, I doubt they're really interested in playing it, so I guess you'd have to wait and see.
Kentucky Route Zero.
Oh, yeah. I never played it, but a lot of people said nice things about it. But Kentucky Route Zero is coming to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Switch. It's like the TV version? I don't know. I forget what the name of the edition is called, but it's going to include all the stuff. All the things.
All the things.
All the things.
PSVR.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, PlayStation Plus... Sorry, I got past this guy real quick. So PlayStation Plus is the free game thing that came out first, and then Xbox copied it. This next coming month, I believe, the first time that they're going to include a VR game as a title in that whole lineup. And Riggs, I don't know, it's like the mech game, Mechanized Combat or something. You fight as mechs, and it's like a contest, and it's apparently a decent game, and it's free. So if you have VR, there you go. The nice thing is it's not taking the place of any other game on the PlayStation 4. And the other game is Infamous Second Son, which if you haven't played it, you should totally play it if you have a PlayStation and PlayStation Plus, and it's free. I don't know what the other ones are, so I don't really care. What's next?
Sonic Mania.
I've heard, and I say that a lot, but I've heard that Sonic Mania is really good. A lot of people seem to like it. But it came out on the Xbox One, the PS4, and I think I think it also came out on the Switch. But then they made a PC version as well. And naturally, they had to include DRM because that obviously works. So they included DRM that makes it so you can't play it offline. So if you're not connected to the internet, you can't play Sonic Mania. Unless you're playing on a console. So, I mean, you might as well buy it on the console, or not at all. So if anyone watching is a fan of Nintendo, they already know what's going on with the Nintendo Showcase. And they announced like 30-something Nintendo games that are indies, and one of which is Stardew Valley. And if you have a Nintendo Switch and you want to play Stardew Valley, you might as well, because it's Stardew Valley, and that's a good game. But there's also Poly Bridge, and one of the other ones that caught my attention was Super Meat Boy, and Shovel Knight, which I haven't played. I think it might be in my game library, but I don't know. Yeah, there's a bunch of other games on there. Poly Bridge was the one I remember playing the most a long time ago, or at least a version of it. It wasn't called Poly Bridge back then, though. And then, obviously, Stardew Valley. And Super Meat Boy is fun too, but I haven't played it all that much because it's frustrating as hell, so yeah. So there's some games to look forward to on the Switch, just like normal.
Call of Duty World War II beta.
I mean, that's kind of, I guess that's a non-story. Basically, there was a beta for Call of Duty World War II, and it's, I mean, I guess the news is that it's Call of Duty. I don't know what people expected. It's Call of Duty. Yeah.
Fallout 4 Creation Club.
I wrote something on that, and I'll put a link in the description. But basically, if you didn't catch it, they're microtransactions for DLC, basically. So it's little pieces of DLC. Exactly, she's got it right. It's little pieces of DLC of stuff that you don't need. It's not that much better than the stuff you can get for free, even on the console. And I think the only benefit that anyone's getting from it is that if you play on PS4, you can finally get some custom stuff, but you have to pay real money for it, so...
Destiny 2 getting HDR.
Oh, yeah, so, I mean, Destiny 2's been in the news a lot lately. They had the PC beta that they just finished doing, and naturally, it looks better on the PC if you can afford to have the hardware that supports it. I don't. Most people don't. Newsflash, most people don't have a PC that can run 4K. I know. Despite everyone saying that that's the case, that's really not, so sorry to break it to you. They have HDR support coming to the PlayStation 4 version of it eventually. They don't know when. It's sometime after it comes out. Or the PlayStation 4 Pro version will have, it'll support 4K and 30 frames per second, and then eventually HDR as well. But nobody knows anything about the Xbox One X version. So everyone's assuming that it's going to be the same as the PlayStation 4 Pro version. But nobody knows for sure because they haven't said anything. I don't have tinfoil hat with me right now, but I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on, like, figuratively. And I'm going to go ahead and say that it's likely that they're going to make it the same as the PlayStation 4 version, so that there's console parity or something like that. Sometime when they decide to release the updated visuals for the Xbox One X, so...
Original Xbox One discontinued.
Oh, yeah, this is kind of sad, because the original version of the Xbox One is getting discontinued.
Oh.
So, the
mind.
cool Forza 6 Xbox that I have and Jennifer's Halo 5 Xbox, yeah, there's a
cool
place for you to poop.
That there were cows in the background. So.
There were cows in the background. I'm sure they were pooping too.
Probably.
Yeah. Where was I?
Xbox One getting discontinued.
Oh yeah, so the cool old version that looks like a VCR, they discontinued it. So The only versions you'll be able to get from now on are the Xbox One S and the One X. Oh yeah, so let's move into gaming, like actual like releases. So is it everyone's golf or is it everybody's golf or everybody is golfing or something like that? It's a little bumpy. Okay, so everybody's golf is the new version of Hot Shots Golf, I guess. And so it released this past week. And I mean, I've heard it's okay. So unless you're dying for golf, just like
outside.
Hot Shots Golf, yeah, go play it outside. It's a lot more fun. Or play whatever not Tiger Woods game there is, I guess. I don't even know what it's. I think it's just called PGA Tour now or something.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Life is Strange released the Before the Storm, and I mean, if you like the first one, there's a new one out, so you should play that. I couldn't get past the weird dialogue, but the gameplay was okay, I guess. It was just weird. They didn't talk like a normal person would talk, in my opinion, so it was kind of jarring a little bit.
You mean like Andromeda?
Yeah, in a different way. The dialogue was weird, not the facial animations. So, I mean, the facial animations looked okay, actually, in Life is Strange. But when you're going up against a game like The Wolf Among Us or something like that, it's really hard to compete, I think. Personally, I think The Wolf Among Us and games like that are better than Life is Strange.
It's a really good game.
It was a really good game. I should play it again. Hey! Old news, but they're making another one, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Now you can talk about Absolver.
Oh, now I can talk about Absolver. Yeah. Okay. It's being published by Devolver Digital or something like that. They're the ones who had the really weird E3 showing. And so Absolver's like this martial arts fighting game that's sort of like Destiny, I guess. I don't know. You play as like these not Guardians who aren't Guardians yet, and then you fight each other to prove your worth so that you could be some security force. I don't know. It has some interesting concepts, like the whole card structure for learning moves and things like that, but I mean, there's other games out there. Probably one's better spent, your money better spent on those, because people don't seem to be going like nuts for it like they usually do for Devolver Digital games. So, but I think that's it. I don't have any other news. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep driving, and then maybe stop and let the corgi out so she can go pee eventually. Any news from you, Jennifer?
Nope.
No news? So thank you for watching. That's all the news I have for this week. I will have more news for you next week, obviously, but it'll be the news from the week before the week that I actually made it. So thank you for watching. Leave a like, and you should subscribe if you haven't already, and check out Falcon Game Reviews and my wife's blog as well, because she keeps promising she's going to write more. So, yeah, do that. Have a good day, and happy Labor Day, even though you're watching this probably after Labor Day. So happy late Labor Day.
No. Stop it.
Okay, I'll stop. What are you laughing at?
So, the camera angle is a perfect spot for, like, if we pass off, and it kind of looks like your mouth is eating it. I gotta get it to where the cars look like they're going in your mouth. Okay.
You're trying to squish my head? Okay. Did you squish my head successfully? My head's still
my
here.
My hand
so.
ate your head.
I'm still here, so it obviously didn't work.
Okay. Nindy's Showcase.
Alright, so if anyone watching this is a fan of Nintendo, they probably already watched the whole showcase, but what are you laughing at?
I picked your nose.
You know this is getting cut out, right?
Huh?
I'm gonna put this at the end.
That wasn't a good picking nose. There we go. Got it. Yeah.
You docked. So, anyways. So,